Anyways,
job, Mike.
this is that time where I give all my guests 1 minute on the clock to give me what to say. Is there hot takes? Let's do it. All right, now it's time for those hot takes. First time on Cruise Control, this is that time where I give all my guests 1 minute on the clock. Give me all their hot takes for all the latest breaking news. That's what it's like. We got 12 topics tonight. Can they make all their topics in under a minute, or will the bomb blow up? Their time is done, and they are cut off by that bomb that explodes in their face, and their hot takes are done. Now, it comes down to you as the audience to decide if they can still win after that bomb blows up, because at the end of the day, I don't vote, you vote, and we will see who will be the hot take master tonight. I can only guess who will be. Who's going to win hot takes today? It's up to you. All right, Mike. Who's going first on those hot takes? Let me know, let me know.
I got to give a shout out, man. Trevor's first week hot takes, he came in spiciest I've seen on the show in over 200 episodes. So I got to call that out up front.
Yes, sir.
That said, I'm going to take the rare opportunity as co-host and go first myself this evening.
Dude, you're going to go first?
I'm going first today. Yeah, I have some confidence. We'll see what happens. You never know what's going to happen in the vote. I hear the horn a lot. God, I hear the horn a lot, Brian.
You do hear the horn a lot. I appreciate you going first, though, man. It doesn't happen that often. I know there's a lot of pressure going first. So
I got
feel
it.
like this is gonna be great.
I'm sorry, guys. I got it unlocked tonight. So
it's gonna. Oh, Mike's getting cocky already. All right, Mike. Don't get too cocky, because that does go pretty quick. All right, are you feeling good? You ready to do this? Ready for these hot takes, Mike?
I'm ready, brother.
All right, take a breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Here we go. The new Lord of the Rings show. They originally had Eddie Murphy attached to star. It was going to be titled Gollum Raw and Wriggling. Of course, Homelander loves milk. He's all American. Milk is the beverage of America. The Deadpool popcorn bucket. It looks like it's some standard 1950s B-movie, shock movie, gore shit. They've been doing this kind of promo forever, so this isn't that new. I'm happy about the Daredevil reshoots. One of the little luxuries of being part of a multi-gazillion-dollar international powerhouse. Will Reeve. Superman and Son, it writes itself. Don't talk to me about anybody playing Han Solo. I don't want to hear about it. Donald Glover and his Lando series, okay? If you look closely at the trailer for the Twisters, you can see the sharks. Love Shyamalan. Trap looks good. Matthew McConaughey, you can't act. I don't know how you got these jobs. Wolf of Wall Street. Ian McKellen, he's not going to hunt himself. And I'm still traumatized by what happened to Artax, so I'm not going to be seeing Neverending Story.
You know what, though, Mike?
Is that close enough, Brian?
I'll give it to you. Good on takes, Brian.
That was too close. I did not. That was just over the wire. You don't hear that phrase a lot. Just over the wire.
This over the wire, it's good. It's good.
Mike, I love your jokes, but we want to get through these hot takes. Come on, man.
Keep it to yourself, Peppy. My God.
Peppy's on fire tonight.
Mike, my bad. I apologize.
Oh my God. Oh, that's not something I often hear.
Mike,
Thank you.
I love you, man.
Very, very gracious. Very gracious, Pepe. Thank you. I love you too. I know we have our moments, but there's the love is there.
There's definitely love there. That's good. Peppy, that was very nice of you. Peppy is not usually that nice to Mike. It's really unfortunate that he isn't. But, he's a very ordinary little dog sometimes. We appreciate that, Pepestar. Appreciate that.
Shots.
We're not drinking tonight, Peppy. All right, Mike, who's going next?
Oh, who looks spicy here? Because Pepe, I try to throw it to Pepe. KJ, why don't we give you the next opportunity?
Oh, thank God, because I don't want to follow behind Trevor.
Damn, I'm too sober for this.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's why I also chose to go first.
Over tonight.
Oh, man.
All right.
I developed a reputation real quick, didn't I?
Yeah.
You got a reputation already.
Christopher Reeves, this conversation about Will was not even in our little notes here, okay? So you just threw this one at us. Curveball, Brian.
Hey, man, it's good. It's good. Sometimes curveballs are good for you. You're feeling good, though? I mean, I know, again, you came at the $11 today, so I appreciate you being here. You feeling good about these hot takes?
I'm feeling great. Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. Get serious, get sexy, get down and out, and come back around. Here we go, K. Jacob. I don't know what that means. Take a breath, breathe in, breathe out, release your buttocks, and here we go. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
All right, so Hunt for Gollum. I ranted and raved. I'm not the biggest fan of prequels. They're a fucking waste of time. The only thing exciting is Andy Serkis being able to direct. Homelander, I want to start seeing in The Boys retro Got Milk commercials with Homelander and a milk mustache. Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm so excited to see it. There's a movie that allows fathers and sons to bond. Deadpool, we talked about this. Charlie Cox, Daredevil. This is cool, man. I'm glad that they got rid of that old creative team because I don't want to see Daredevil fucking doing court cases. I don't need Law and Order Daredevil. Superman, Will Reeves, didn't know he existed. Now I do. William Powell, he did great not to be in Han Solo. In fact, his career is successful now because he wasn't in Han Solo. The Twisters, I'm really shocked that Asylum has weak titles right now. I'm so hot from the sun, y'all. Sorry. M. Night Shyamalan, I'm excited for The Trap. It looks awesome. Josh Hartnett is a killer when it comes to acting. Matthew McConaughey, come back, rom-com McConaughey. Sir Ian McKellen, he comes from the greatest generation of boomers, and they always tell us to walk it off. Walk it off. Oh, and Neverending Story. I'm glad they're doing a re-release, not a goddamn remake.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
All right, K. Jacob got everybody.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
It feels good. I didn't realize how exhausted I was from the daylight at the beach, but yeah.
Daylight. Oh,
Waiter of the night,
man. Oh, great hot takes. All right. There's a lot of pressure on Trevor tonight. I don't know why. There's a lot of pressure.
He's gonna.
We shouldn't do that. It's not fair to do to someone. I mean, we're just having a conversation.
Just having a conversation.
I'm ready. I rehearsed. I practiced for this.
Great.
You have to. All right.
Why don't we just go ahead and give it to him? Can we just do that? Can we just give it to him?
He's got to do
consult the polls, KJ.
You got. It comes down to the fans. It's not about me. It's about them. All right, Trevor, are you ready for your hot takes?
I am.
Okay. Get serious like everybody else, or get crazy, wild, and upside down, man. Or it makes these hot takes come out of your head. I'm ready to see it right now, live in action. So here we go. Woo! Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Andy's excited and passionate about Gollum and the hunt thereof. Whatever he calls it, I'm proud of him. Homelander, Hans Landa, Anton Chigurh, Alex DeLarge. Bad guys drink milk, dead guys eat oranges, and cocky guys eat apples, just like in real life. Looking forward to the 25th anniversary American Pie re-release popcorn bucket. Netflix Daredevil was top-tier Marvel. The first Born Again announcement was underwhelming, but every update has gotten us closer to what we want, and Brad Winderbaum just likened it to X-Men 97. Will Reeves' Superman is really sweet. I know James Gunn will handle this better than the cameos in The Flash. I didn't think that any casting would make Solo interesting, but I misread that headline for a second as Glenn Howerton, and I was like,
Same.
Asylum's The Twisters. I passed up Tiffany's set at Summerfest this year in favor of 90s nostalgia, but here's a chance to get both. In the 60s, Haley Mills trapped parents. Now she's trapping grandchildren. The McConaughey biopic is forthcoming called How to Lose an Agent in 2 Years. Ian McKellen, rest up and save your strength in case Andy calls you to hunt Gollum. And to fully appreciate the reissue of Neverending Story, I should watch it as director Wolfgang Peterson originally released it, sandwiched between Das Boot and Das Boot the TV series.
And he eats an apple afterwards.
A fucking apple.
Great hot takes. How's it feel?
Apple, some BD energy.
He gets hearts and fireworks. All I got was fucking confetti.
You got fireworks too. Mm-hmm. Everybody gets fireworks.
I didn't even get a goddamn apple.
Well,
Bring an apple next time, KJ.
I got more. I could probably mail you one.
Okay.
You know what? You want some fireworks?
Yeah.
Here's some fireworks.
Where are they? Son of a bitch.
Hey, I can see them. They can see them. Great hot takes, everybody. Great hot takes. Across
Good
the
night for
board.
hot takes. I think it was a good night for hot takes across the board. Honestly, I do.
I think so too.
I had a
But I'm
few
putting it
things.
out to fans. Who wins hot takes tonight? Only you can decide. Starting that poll right the fuck now. Great hot takes crossover board. That was really awesome, everybody. I guess one big thing is Trap. I think in this whole thing that we're talking about, it just looks fucking dope. Mike, are you excited about Trap? Do you think that this is like M. Night's resurgence back to like being something that's not like a wet fart in the wind?
You told KJ.
Where was that hot take?
To unclench his buttocks before his. And now you're throwing shade at M. Night. We've had this discussion on the show before. I believe M. Night he's such a powerhouse that he swings so hard every time that we forgive him his whiffs. Is honestly the metaphor that I think is appropriate for the situation. That said, I want to get some of that nepotism that his daughter is getting. But I love a kind of 90s style thriller, which is honestly the vibe that I'm getting from the summary of the plot here.
Yeah, dude, it looks like you're right. Has kind of like a 90s feel. Just the action, like we're stuck in an arena. It feels like it'd be like right next to like Speed in the 90s, maybe. It's coming out the same kind of time. I don't know. It just looks dope to me, and I feel like M. Night is really like kicking ass with this. I hope so. The Asylum films, K. Jacobs. So you think that this is going to be like one of their biggest ones now with the Twisters, or is there one that that you think is going to like never be surpassed ever in this world?
Sharknado 3 will never be surpassed because you'll never again have the amazing David Hasselhoff on the moon.
Oh, the fucking Hoff, man.
Hoff was on the moon.
He was on the moon?
Not only was the Hoff on the moon, you had Lorenzo fucking Lamas in that shit. It had an all-star cast of the greatest actors from TV in the 90s.
I believe that is his middle name.
Yeah, Lorenzo fucking Lamas. It's amazing. But I love the Sharknado movies because they're just so fucking ridiculous. And I fucking hate bad CGI, and I absolutely love that Asylum is like, they own that shit. They're like, oh no, we're gonna give you like really bad. They did one scene where like the shark was still green screen, like pixel, like they played out like they were on the green screen. They're so brilliant with what they do because they know what they're making fun of. They know their content. So I think the Twisters will be fucking hilarious to watch. You will always be entertained. You will not be bored. You'll laugh your ass off. You just need to be really drunk or really high. Just don't be sober. Just don't be sober. And you'll really enjoy it. And watch it with a group of friends. I recommend that. I just really hope that, just like The Hunt for the Golem, I hope the Twisters is a working title because I don't like that as their title. It's just my only complaint because it's the Asylum. They don't give us shitty titles. They just never do. They give us ridiculous titles. Wet Fart would have been a title.
It'd been great. I love that.
And I'd watch it. I'd watch an hour and a half movie from Asylum about wet farts.
We should name a movie Wet Farts at some point, sometime in some course of our careers.
Call it Vertical Disaster or some shit. Like it does, but the Twisters.
Now that I like.
Yeah.
The Twisters.
Yeah. We're going vertical and doing the horizontal. I mean, like you can have so many great names for this movie. The Duo Twisters or whatever. Like call it something in Spanish. Like just don't call it the Twisters. It's terrible.
Los Twisters.
Los Twisters. That would work.
That could be kind of good.
Yeah.
Trevor, because you're rocking the Marvel shirt tonight, are you excited about Deadpool and Wolverine? Could July not come soon enough? Are you excited for the end of the month? Like, how do you feel about Deadpool and Wolverine?
I mean, I'm honestly kind of ambivalent towards it, to be honest. I don't know, like, I'm starting
Maybe
to
you should have a son to share
the Marvel stuff, I guess, and like I'm just not really sure how this is going to work out. Like, you saw there was the leaks where Kevin Feige told Hugh Jackman that he shouldn't return as Wolverine, and also, I mean, I think that Logan was just such a perfect fucking movie that I'm just like not really sure if this is going to kind of take some of the punch out of the ending of that movie to have him back. So I don't know. I don't know. Also, there was like, there was a ton of behind the scenes stuff like during the strike where they were trying to film it anyway and they wouldn't let Ryan Reynolds ad lib. So I'm just not really sure how this is going to turn out. But I mean, I'm going to go see it. I'm going to be there like opening day, obviously. But I don't know. I guess I'm setting my expectations low.
It's probably good to do that because that happens. Sometimes you set them too high. Like Sean, who's usually here on a Wednesday, Sean's out for the next 2 weeks.
I was wondering where our comic connoisseur was.
Yeah, we don't have him for the next 2 weeks.
That's why I'm here, isn't it?
You're here because one of our comedians was supposed to be here too that couldn't show up. He got a paid gig.
Why the fuck did you bring me on?
I mean, because you're K. Jacob, man. Hey, Hey.
We need you, KJ.
We needed you.
You are a necessary part of the soup,
yes.
and I mean that.
We need you on that. I don't know what the quote is from that movie. On that stand. I don't
Stir
know.
me up.
But,
It makes me feel good.
yeah, we needed you, man. And you came in. You saved the day, like fucking Superman. So a round of applause to you. But no, like overall, I would say this. It's like, oh, I brought wrong button. One more round of applause.
Yes, I'll take them all. Give me all your applauses.
I get it. I get it though, Trevor. I get that the fact that they did do that. There's a whole thing that happened during the reshoots. It's like they were just trying to shoot through the strike, and they're like, Ryan Reynolds, you can't improv. But then they were doing post for a long time, him just improving in post. So who knows? They dubbed over to the very end, and they were even talking about how they spliced different. He was talking. I saw an interview with Ryan Reynolds saying that there's footage of Wolverine from a different scene in a different scene with Ryan Reynolds. Whenever we're acting together, they green screen them together because they like dialogue certain ways work better here and there. So they're Frankensteining this whole thing together with the dialogue that they're having in post. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes together because it's kind of scary sometimes. But I really
I feel like anytime that they do that kind of stuff, it's really obvious. But like, if that was going to work in any movie, it was going to be Deadpool. I would not be surprised if they literally like call your attention to it in the middle.
Yeah, they're nonstop breaking the.
I also expect them to.
sense.
Yeah, I expect them to actually acknowledge this too, because Deadpool is again self-aware. They break the fourth wall all the time, so I'm pretty sure they're going to acknowledge what is happening. I don't see them actually just doing it and having the audience pretend like, oh, this is a thing. They do these scenes together. No, I think they're going to make fun of that. They're definitely going to find a way to do that. They break the fourth wall all the time. That's Deadpool.
I really can't wait. And they're saying again, Sean Levy came forward and said, saying that, that overall there's a lot of cameos too. So the rumors are true. Of course, they just showed Sabretooth recently in a promo. We talked about that last week. So
what's his name? Michelini, Rob Michelini, the guy from
Sunny.
It's Always Sunny, who owns a soccer team, which, by the way, I highly recommend the show Welcome to Wrexham. It's fucking great. But it's about Ryan Reynolds and Rob owning this soccer team, and they even had a bit in there where they're like, yeah, he's going to make a cameo in it. And he's like, well, we can't tell you who it is, but maybe he's this guy. And they just showed a bunch of images of dudes in helmets. And I was like, that's fucking brilliant. Like, I could see that.
He'll be like a stormtrooper before, like, I think it was there was a stormtrooper. It was James Bond. One blank.
Oh, Daniel Craig. Yeah,
Daniel Craig. Yeah, he was a stormtrooper in like one of the movies. So
it was Force Awakens, and I believe he's credited as Stormtrooper JB-07.
That's amazing.
The tension is high. We have Kay Jacob. We have Mike Casey. We have Trevor Triggs. Who will win this? Who wins Hot Takes tonight? Who is the Hot Take Master?
Trevor.
Who could it be? And Trevor wins Hot Takes, everybody!